All right, the first of our invertebrate groups is phylum Porifera, and we are starting here because these are pretty much the simplest animals that exist. In fact, they are like just barely animals because they don't have any true tissues. So they don't have muscles, they don't have a nervous system, they don't have a digestive system. They're basically a collection of cells that are just barely working together. They are a collection of cells that are kind of working together, but they many of the cells are operating kind of independently. So again, it's like just barely an animal. Uh, so they have asymmetry to them. So sponges often don't have any form of symmetry, completely asymmetrical. They don't have any segmentation. So their body is not split into segments, repeating segments. They do not have a body cavity, but a type of cell they have that is very characteristic of this phyla are collar cells. This phylum, collar cells, also called choanocytes. So we got one right here. So this is a collar cell right here. So it's got this little cell body. It's got this whole area with these kind of villi almost, and then it has a flagellum that it uses. And what this does is it actually pumps water through the sponge. But I'll talk about that in a second. First off, sponges are sessile. Sessile means that they are attached to the bottom and they don't move. So they don't move around. Wherever they settle, that's where they live their whole lives. If we look at their bodies, they again have very simple, they don't have any organs, they don't have anything like that, but they do have a few features. Sponges are covered in pores that are also called ostia. These are not always visible, sometimes they're like microscopic, but sometimes they are visible. Then water enters through these pores, through the ostia, goes into the center of the sponge, and then goes out the big hole at the top, or big holes at the top. Those are called osculum. So those are the holes at the top that the water flows out of. So water comes in through the pores, out through the osculum. And the way that it pulls the water through it is with these collar cells. The choanocytes, the little flagellum, beats to push the water. It's basically like a little paddle to push the water through through the sponge. And as the water goes through the sponge, the choanocytes filter food particles out of the water. So they are suspension feeders. Now, next question for you guys is, are sponges doing passive suspension feeding or filter feeding? So again, they are pumping the water through their bodies using these little choanocytes and then grabbing the food particles out of the water. So that's the next question for you guys.